What's up, everybody, and welcome to Buzzworthy TV, and I'm your girl, Lady T. Did you miss me? I know, I've been gone for a few days. Sorry, y'all. I did not leave you. I know. I gotta stress that because I know I have a tendency to come on here and post videos and then just disappear. But no, I did not leave you. I told y'all we are in it to win it. I'm going to see this thing through. But yeah, I had a funeral and I also had to work this weekend. So I just need a little time for little old me. But I'm back. And I'm back to talk about all this mess that went on last night on SWB and Escapes, the Queens of R&B, y'all. And before we get into the mess, I'm going to need you all to do me a few things. Number one, like the video. Number two, subscribe to my channel. And then number three, drop a comment down in the comment section. Thank you all so much. As you know, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so we are in the midst of a giveaway. And to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is do a few things. Well, a couple things actually. Number one, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel so we can go ahead and get to those 1,000 subscribers. And also leave a comment in the comment section so that I can know who you are, so I can pick you for the giveaway. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will be randomly selecting someone so that I can just show them a token of my appreciation. So it's just my way of saying thank you, because without you all, I wouldn't have got to where I am right now, and I really appreciate it. Now, y'all, enough of all that. We need to get into this mess, okay? Because this mess right here, that got me shook. Now, if anybody knows me, they know that this right here is my element. Like, I love music, particularly music from the 90s and the early 2000s. Like, if you ask me anything about R&B music from that era, I could talk to you about it all day long, okay? I actually started my YouTube channel because I wanted to do reviews for R&B divas, okay? That's how long I've been on YouTube off and on. So that should tell you something. But I'm back doing reviews because this show right here got a lot going on. Shoot, I'm like my girl, It's Rocks, Mona, bitch. This mess right here, I cannot. But I respect the fact that we are actually getting a reality show. Excuse me, y'all. We're getting a reality show with real life situations. Nothing where the situations are contrived or someone's bullying someone for a storyline to cause drama or anything like that. No, this is real life drama, y'all. And we about to just sit here and enjoy this ride. So let's get into the mess, y'all. Now, the show kicks off with, both groups introducing themselves and just talking about who they are. So we, of course, got Escape. They have 3 albums. All of them went platinum plus. And, they were together up until 1999 and they disbanded up until they got back together 5 years ago due to the fact that someone was trying to sell a story about their life after they recorded The Unsung for TV One. So, with that being said, they all got together to stop what was going on in regards to that biopic, okay? Now, the initial reason for them banding together was so that they could stop the unauthorized biopic and come together and do an authorized biopic, which I'm still waiting on. Listen, I don't care what y'all got to do. I need me an Escape biopic. Now, if anybody wants more detail on what's going on, I'm going to tell everybody to go watch Candy speak on it, because Candy was a little quiet in this episode. Not that she wasn't there, but when it came to a lot of her opinion in regards to the drama that we're about to get into, she kind of stayed out of it, and I understand why. Because it's a drama between two sisters, and one thing you don't do is get into any family business. Okay, you don't get in between two family members, period. Okay, so I understood that. But if you want more insight on how she feels on the episode, the group, even the movie that was supposed to come out, watch her speak on it with Mona Scott Young, because that was very enlightening. Everybody, I'm telling y'all, go watch Candy speak on it in regards to this episode. So that's what brings us to where we are today. They're back together. They've been doing shows, and it hasn't been the best, but it's been okay. They've been able to do shows. They've been able to get this money, but there's some tension now. But we're going to get into that. So now SWV comes in, and they're introducing themselves. Of course, they've been out since the 90s, and according to Taj, what broke them up is because Coco's ego became a fourth member of SWV. So Coco decided to go solo back in 1998. So she left the group, and they disbanded in 1998. And then when Coco decided that she wanted to get back together with the group, Taj was available, Lily was available, and they start to work things out. It started to be, spot dates here and there, till they start really getting shows under their belt, and then they started touring. And then if you all remember, Taj ended up with a reality show on TV One called I Married a Baller, and then right after that, they went on WeTV and did Escape Reunited, which we really got to see their drama for a few years. Okay, now they actually bit the bullet, in which Escape has yet to do, in regards to actually sign on for a full-length reality series. If y'all didn't watch SWV's Reunited, I think it was on for 3 or 4 seasons, and it actually would have kept getting renewed, but they got tired of how they were being portrayed. After a while, production stars meddling, the stars trying to beef up the drama, particularly when it seems as though there is no drama. So it just became too messy, and they walked away. But yeah, they had a reality show on We called SWV Reunited, and after that, they continued to go on tour, even after the show ended, okay? And again, they did another show with Salt and Pepper, which after that show with Salt and Pepper, they should have known not to ever do another reality show with anybody else, or try to collaborate on going on a tour or do any group projects or anything after that situation with Salt and Pepper. But I digress. Okay, so they got back together because they realized that they were stronger together than apart. Okay, so that brings us all back to where we are right now. Okay, everybody, both groups are back together. They're doing shows. They're making money. Okay, now the first real scene that we get is Candy in the studio. She's listening to legs, hips, and money, money, money. Let's get them, girls. And Tiny comes in. She's like, girl, what you listening to? And so she was like, I'm just listening to some music. I'm tired of having all this music on my heart. I think I'm going to put it out. And so Candy puts on some music that her and Tiny had recorded. And they laughing and joking. And here comes Tamika. Tamika comes in, and they start laughing and talking. They're eating, having snacks. And Candy's like, hey, where's Tasha? Because I guess it was supposed to have been a meeting with all the members. And Tamika's like, well, me and Tasha, we ain't talked since Vegas. Now, what happened in Vegas, come to find out, they did the Lovers and Friends show in Vegas. And so Tiny and Tasha, they share dressing room, and Tamika and Candy share dressing room. Well, Tamika and Candy could not get into their dressing room. Tasha and Tiny got into theirs just fine, but they couldn't get into, but Candy and Tamika couldn't get into theirs. So Tiny, from what I'm finding out from watching Candy speak on it, so y'all watch her speak on it, Tiny stayed with them to Tasha left while they're trying to get into their dressing trailer because it was an outdoor event. So while they were trying to get to a dressing trailer because all their belongings are in there, you know, everybody's frantic. Tasha, her entourage leaves Candy and her sister Tamika at the venue. She has a whole entourage, her business manager, her personal manager, her publicist, all these people, and she just walks on by. Now, mind you, Tiny stayed. Now, I got this little tidbit from watching Candy speak on this. I just felt like I should add that to give y'all better content. So, Tamika felt some sort of way because her whole thing is, hold on, I'm locked out here by myself and my sister's not even making sure I'm good. Yeah, my sisters, as far as my bandmates, my sisters in music are with me. Candy, of course, she with me because her stuff is in there too. Tiny, she's sticking around with me. She got a husband and 11 kids, but she out here with me, making sure I'm good. And my own blood sister ain't making sure I'm good. I feel some type of way. And she took half the people that work for me too, because some of them people that work for Tasha also work for Tamika, and they all left with Tasha. So nobody stayed there to make sure that Tamika was good, and Tamika was upset about it. So she went ahead and sent out a text on their group chat and said, anybody who did not make sure that me and Candy were good can kiss my ass. And Tasha responded, no, you kiss my ass. Make sure you know what you said when you tell somebody to walk away. So I don't know what happened in that situation, who told who to walk away, but it makes it seem like it was some words exchanged, which made Tasha say, well, shoot, you wanted me to walk away so bad, I'm going to walk away, all right. Don't know where that came from, but that's what Tasha said. She said, since you know, watch what you say when you tell somebody to walk away. Okay, so Tasha did just that. And so Tamika was like, if you had an ass to kiss, okay? Now, mind you, if somebody says, kiss my ass, the figure of speech is, if you had an ass to kiss. Now, granted, now it's been this whole thing on social media. Is that a figure of speech or is that body shaming? It's both. It is a figure of speech. If someone tells you, kiss my ass, a common figure of speech is if you had an ass to kiss. Now, is it body shaming? Yes, because it's alluding that the person that you're saying if you had an ass to kiss, that they don't have an ass. Okay? So, two things could be true at the same dang on time. Okay? So, Tasha felt some type of way and wasn't speaking to Tamika because she felt that Tamika was body shaming her. Now, if you watch Candy speak on it, I think also the reason why Tasha was a little mad is because Candy woke up the next morning and was seeing the text in the group chat of Tamika and Tasha going at it, and she started liking it, what Tamika was saying, only because she felt like, you know, Tamika was standing up for both of them, so she just agreed to what she was saying. She wasn't really trying to be messy or not trying to take sides, but her whole thing was, hey, I agree with what she was saying because I was locked out too, and good looking out for speaking up for both of us, okay? So I do think Tasha felt a certain type of way because, you know, Candy and Tasha, they got this oil and water. Tamika's the oldest, so she came in as the big sister. Candy's the youngest, so she came as the little sister. And you know when it's a big sister, little sister type of thing, it's like, you better listen to me, and if you don't, you out of order type of thing. You know how that is? And if you don't, then you must have an older sibling, because I do. Listen, I'm overgrown, and I had the same dynamic with my sister. Like, we 7 years apart, and yeah, it can be a bit much. Love her to death though. She is definitely my shero, but yeah, it can when you younger, especially when you're younger, it can be a bit much. But so I feel like, their thing is not necessarily bumping heads in the sense of they can't get along. It's a sense of it's a power struggle. Candy feels as though I'm not a little kid anymore. I have my own ideas. I have my own voice. And Tasha's like, well, hey, I've been the oldest. I'm the voice of the group. In the beginning, they went with her ideas. And now, since they're all grown, I don't think Tasha knows how to handle everybody voicing their opinion because she was so used to, especially in the beginning, everybody listen to her because of the dynamic of the group. You got to remember, they start out very young. Like, they were only like 14 to 17 years old, if I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. So, everybody, so Tamika is talking to Candy and Tiny about how her and Tasha haven't spoke. And Candy was like, hey, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together because, our management is already talking with SWV's management and we trying to get this idea together with doing a show or a tour or something with SWV. So I'm gonna need you to talk to your sister. And she's like, that's all I'm gonna say because I'm not getting involved because I want y'all getting cool again and get mad at me. And I agree with her on that. I really do. So after that, we all see separate scenes with all the ladies. We see SWV. They're doing a rehearsal because they're getting ready to go to South Africa. They're talking to the manager about the offer to do a collaboration with Escape. And they're all for it. Lily's just a little hesitant because she just wants it to happen. She thinks it's a phenomenal idea if it can go down. Because her whole thing is, if this can happen, we can make a boatload of money and I'm all here for it. But can it happen? Can we all surpass all the drama and get this together? And that's her whole thing. Taj and Coco, they just basically here for it. But I'm with Lily. Lily know what's going on. She like, I don't know. I want to do it, but is it gonna be right? But no, even Taj did say too. She was like, we about to walk into some mess. So I think Taj know what's going on too. And then of course we got Tasha and her husband and her son at home. They all playing basketball and just chilling. And you see their dynamic. And Tasha is talking about the upcoming collaboration with SWV. They want to do a show or a tour or something. And her whole thing is she thinks it's a good idea, but if there's any negativity, she doesn't want to be involved in it. And I'm like, girl, you are the negativity. And I'm going to get to why Tasha's the negativity once we continue to get into this episode because she does the most, okay? Talking about if she don't want no negative, if there's any negativity, she don't want it. Girl, bye. So anyway, then we go to Candy and Todd. Candy's like, she's just trying to be the agreeable this time. She don't want to be the one that's holding nobody back. She want everybody to get a bag, because she know that sometimes people like to look at her as the hold up, when there's an opportunity or anything like that. Either her schedule won't permit or she just doesn't want to do it or business-wise it doesn't make sense. So she said in 2021, and this is from her speak on it, and this is just coming also from what she told Todd. I mean, she didn't tell Todd, but this is what I'm kind of getting from her saying with Todd. Her whole thing was she was going to be the agreeable one because she just wanted to see what was going to happen. She really wanted to allow her group to succeed. Because if you guys remember, Escape, as phenomenal as they were, they didn't get to reach the pivotal of their success because everything started to fall apart. Their third album was supposed to be the gateway to they were already stars, but talking about superstardom. Because they were really starting to cross over and really starting to get offers to make real money. Even their third album, they were supposed to make some really big money, but Tasha stated that she did not want to promote the album. She recorded but didn't want to promote the album. So they made the record company rescind their offer because who's going to buy an album that no one's promoting? So they rescinded their offer, so they got less money. So they never got a chance to earn the money or to get to the stardom that they were supposed to get. So Candy was like she said on Speak On It, 2021, she said was going to be the year of yes. Whatever they wanted to do, she was going to be a part of it. And that's basically what she told Ty. She said, I'm trying, I'm trying to be the agreeable one. Whatever they want to do, I'm with it, but it's a lot. And then, we see Tasha. Not Tasha. I'm sorry. These T's messing me up, y'all, so stay with me. So we see Tamika. Tamika is with her husband who works and is head of security for New Edition. He also used to be the security for Tyler Perry, which is how they met because she used to, be with Tyler Perry. She used to start a couple of Tyler Perry plays, most notably Meet the Browns. So, yeah, while they were on tour, they were just friends. And then, Tamika decided one day, she said she thinks she loved him. And she made that move. She made that move. Okay? So, and they've been together ever since. So, and then, of course, we get Tiny. When she's not on the road, she's completely in the mommy mode. She's proud to, excuse me, y'all. She's proud to be the mother of 7 kids, okay? 7 kids. And so, her whole thing is she's been married to T.I. for 13 years. They've been together, I want to say almost 20 years. So, like she said, being with him has been a job. And at this point now, she just wants to, pursue her career. He always asks her why she want to work. But her whole thing is she got talent and there's money to be made out there. So I agree with her. So anyway, after we see everybody, kind of discussing this tour idea amongst their families and we're seeing their individual home lives, we see that Taj is doing a brunch with all the ladies. Everybody's getting together because they're going to discuss if this tour or show can even really happen, okay? So, Taj sets up a brunch, okay? Now, everybody gets there and it's all cool, okay? It's all good. And then when Tasha gets there, to me, the energy changes. When she gets there, she's not really, friendly to Candy or Tamika, She gives them both dry highs. Now, she's totally embracing to Tiny, but of course, Tiny's the peacemaker, so who doesn't love Tiny? And of course, she loves SWV, so she was cool with Coco, Taj, and Lily, or whatever. I felt some type of way because Tamika was trying to kind of be cool. She was like, hey, you look pretty. She was like, thank you. She didn't even want to hug. Tamika was trying to hug her. She didn't want to hug her, nothing like that. So it's already awkward when they all sit down to discuss how this is going to work. And so at first, they're throwing out ideas. They're saying, hey, do we want to do a small intimate show? Or it's going to be a tour. It's going to be a one night only thing. What are we going to do? Okay, well, Tamika has a great idea. She's like, I just want it to be a full-blown production. Hey, we got 2 of the biggest girl groups of the 90s. I want to see it full force. Let's have, Tasha and Coco come out. Then Candy and Taj, come out from the ceiling and, things of that nature. Let's just go all out. And so, people were like really excited about hearing her ideas. And they're like, oh, you've been thinking about this, huh? And she was like, yeah, I've been thinking about it. And here go Tasha. I'm not excited. And Candy rolled her eyes like, F you and your excitement or non-excitement, okay? So Taj is like, what's the problem? She's like, well, we have a lot of internal issues and I just feel like I don't know if I want to go on tour with all these internal issues. And so they like, okay, we understand that. But there's money to be made out here. And I get it. I get exactly what they're saying. It's like, we get it. You ain't here for the fakeness, but y'all need to get that together so we can get this money. And even not to call this girl Candy. Even Tiny was like, okay, we're going to get it together by the time the tour start. We gonna have some discussions. We gonna get this together. Again, Tiny being the peacemaker. She was like, it's not all going to be resolved in a matter of days. And I'm with Tiny. Tiny told Tasha, we're not going on tour in a matter of days. I'm just saying that we're going to work on resolving our issues so that we can go make this money. That's all I'm saying. And so, Taj, I love Taj, by the way. Taj, I think is going to be one of my favorites because she is the voice of reason. Like she said, she was like, I don't like this. I don't like this dissension. She was like, y'all, she was looking at the two sisters, like, y'all two are sisters. I'm gonna need, basically she gonna need them to fix this. And then I don't even like Coco. Coco had me rolling. She was like, listen, I don't like them all the time, but we managed to get out here and get this money. And then Lily, she told them the same thing. Like, they do stuff, Taj do stuff I don't like. Coco do stuff I don't like. But at the end of the day, we know how to put all that aside and get on that stage. And I like the fact that they were talking to them like big sisters, because I really do think that Escape could learn a lot from SWV in a sense of they really did have a lot of the same issues in regards to their group was really broken. They had a lot of dysfunction. If you all watch Escape Reunited, and I urge you, if you can, watch that's the Escape Reunited, SWV Reunited. Watch that show. Please watch SWV Reunited, because you will see how it was like a lot of dysfunction, and as each season progressed, you start to see how they learned how to navigate, how to communicate. And I think that's something that Escape is missing. Okay? So they're going to try to work it out, and hopefully they'll try to work it out. And then when SWB comes back, because they're going to Africa again I'm about to not say again, but remember I told you they were rehearsing for their show in Africa. So now they're getting ready to go to their show in Africa. And so when they come back, hopefully some discussions will be had so they can all get back together again to discuss a performance of some sort, okay? Because they just trying to get to the money. So they just said, y'all work that out and holler at us when we get back. Okay? So, then we get to the meat and potatoes of this whole episode, okay? The reason why I want to say that a lot of people were watching and waiting for this show, because some scenes got leaked before the show aired with Tasha, Tamika, and the mother. So, after the brunch, Tamika and Tasha get summoned by their mother to hash out their differences, which is right on time because, again, if there's going to be any type of healing, it's going to have to start with the sisters. Because Candy and Tasha, they've always been like oil and water. They either can be cordial, get somewhat along, or they just at each other's throat. But again, that's been a relationship their whole life, okay? So they know how to navigate. But when the two sisters can't navigate, it really does break a crack into their foundation. So, anyway, Tasha gets to the mother's house first. This is Mama G. Her name is Miss Gloria, so we're going to call her Mama G. So, Mama G, she gets to Mama G's house, and, she gets there first, and it's all nice and lovely. Now, Tamika is on her way, and she brings her oldest daughter with her. And she said in the confessional that her mama always favored Tasha. Like, no matter what Tasha did, her mama saw no wrong in it. And Tamika didn't tell one lie. Okay? So, when we get to the scene at the mother's house. Okay, they all sit down. And so the mama wants to know, Mama G wants to know what's really going on. And so Tamika begins to Tasha talks about how they were, she was like, they were talking about people's butts. And, Tamika was like, I wasn't trying to body shame you. She was like, it's a figure of speech. And as I said, yes, it's a figure of speech. If someone tells you to kiss their ass, you said you only had to ask to kiss. But it is body shaming as well. So her mother, it was like basically on Tasha's side, like basically telling Tamika she was wrong for body shaming her sister. So Tamika tries to explain what happened, what led to this text message. She's illustrating what happened, about how Tasha left her own entourage. She's like, yeah, Beyonce and her entourage just left me and blah, 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 blah. And so while she's talking and trying to express herself, her mother is sitting up here whispering, I'm like, really? You gonna mouth she's jealous? Why would you say that about your own daughter to your other daughter? You're pitting your two daughters against each other. You're the messy one, Mama G. You're the messy one. And I didn't think, listen, and I love Mama Joyce, but I didn't think, as far as being messy, now we done had some ratchet, ghetto, loud, we done had all sorts of mamas on reality TV under the sun. But this one, she wins the Toxic Mama Award when it comes to reality TV. Because how you going to pit both of your daughters against each other? That just proves Tamika's point that you got favorites and Tasha's your favorite. Because you sat up there and gonna sit up here and gonna talk to her about body shaming Tasha. But then when she tries to express herself, you mouthing to Tasha, that Tamika's jealous. And then, when she sits down and was like, you'll never hear me. It's all, you'll never hear what she does. You only hear what I do. And she was like, that's not true. And she was like, yes, it is. And yes, it was, because they were sitting up there exchanging words. Because after Tamika was illustrating what was going on, they exchanged words. And, she was like, yeah, but we're sisters at the end of the day. You shouldn't be body shaming nobody. And I went to Tamika. Tamika like, are we sisters now? We went, it took us a whole month to be back sisters. And I'm with her because she just tried to hug you at the brunch. And you wasn't on parts of it. But when you came into the Mama G house, you wanted to try to hug her and all that. Where was all that? At the brunch. But then gonna put on airs for the mama to make it seem like it's all Tamika's fault. No, we're not gonna do that. And so when she said that, she was like, yeah, she was like, are we sisters now? She was like, are we always gonna be sisters? I can't help that. And so Tamika was like, oh, yes, you can. Because I'm with that. Like, just because we related by blood, if you want nothing to do with me, say less. Okay? But her mama didn't reprimand Tasha for saying some slick stuff. She was always on Tamika. Always on Tamika about, oh, you shouldn't be body shaming her and things of that nature. And then so when she pointed out to Mama G, like, you didn't hear what she just said about, she can't help that we family and all this other stuff. And Mama G was like, that offended you? Mama G. Really? Really? Like, I can't. Like, the fact that she asked that, but didn't ask Tasha about why her rebuttal after Tasha said, kiss my ass, and she said, if you had asked to kiss, she didn't ask Tasha why that offended her, but gonna ask Tamika why Tasha saying she can't help that they family, why, I don't understand why she didn't keep that same energy. It makes no sense to me. Like, she truly has a favorite, and it was definitely illustrated in that scene. And so then when she acted like she couldn't hear and was gonna say that offended you, and not sit up there and chastised Tasha. She was like, you never hear what she does. You never stand up for me. She's like, I always stand up for you. She was like, no, you don't. Not when it's against Tasha. She's like, you didn't even stand up. You didn't even stand up against me with Tasha when her and Rocky stole my money. When I tell you, you can hear a pin drop for like 2.3 seconds. Like, they weren't expecting Tamika to say that. They definitely was not expecting Tamika to say that. Because Tasha was like, and the mom was like, all right, cameras gotta go. Get out of my house. Cameras, cut them cameras off, and y'all gotta get out of my house. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. Like, Mama G did not want all this aired out on TV, okay? I don't know if, I'm telling you, Tamika got triggered. She got tired of being ignored. She got tired of being treated like the black sheep, and she let it all out. Like, you don't never hear me, you never take my side against her, and she let it all out there, and they was not ready for that. So that's where the episode ended at, literally. The episode ended right there with Mama G demanding that them cameras be out of her house when Tamika talked about how Tasha and Rocky stole her money. It was $30,000. It was from a royalty check that she was supposed to have gotten. So yeah, that was the episode, y'all. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Honestly, I'm going to tell y'all, a lot of people were standing up for Tasha. And I understand we all like to root for the underdog. And Tasha was known as the big girl. And I do feel like a lot of this has a lot to do with her insecurities that she needs to fix within herself. A lot of what's going on with her is because she's insecure. Okay? I believe even her wanting to go solo so bad is because she's insecure. Everybody knows that Tasha can sing her face off. Tasha knows she can sing her face off, but I feel she felt like her weight and even her complexion, because if you notice, she comes in very made up, and don't get me twisted, she's very beautiful. Her makeup be flawless. I'm just saying that in the sense of she comes in very made up. She's very slender now because she don't want to be seen as the big girl no more. Okay? So, she doesn't want to be seen as the big girl. She felt as though her talent could not be seen because of her appearance. So she's always had this insecurity, which is why she wanted to go solo. She wanted to slim down and show everybody that she could be Tasha and not just the big girl from Escape that could sing. And I get that, but it's a way that you can go about that without alienating people and without letting your insecurities mess up your attitude, because you're coming off as a total bi, you know? Not only with your group members, but even with your own blood sister at this point. Like, what is really going on? And, you know, a lot of people are saying that she does this when she wants to go solo. And I tend to agree. You know, when she had an opportunity to go solo, when Escape wasn't doing nothing, she didn't try to get a solo career, or if she did, nobody was interested. But of course, people circled back around to her. When and why? When Escape back together. Why? Because they became relevant again. Okay? So keep that in mind when you're sitting around here trying to act like the David Ruffin of the group and all that. And Tasha definitely needs therapy in regards to her insecurities, because it's really bringing down the morale of the group and making her out to be an ugly person. For real. I did not want to go into this not liking Latasha, but her attitude is really unbecoming, y'all. So let me know again what y'all think in the comment section. Till next time, y'all. To peace and love.